Hey everybody, it's Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to episode 44 of our RuneScape 2007 Road to 100 mil from scratch. At the end of last episode, we were going to be doing these nature runes, and we're just about done with them. We're going to have, I think, just 6 under 12,000 this time, which does mean we'll get a little over 2 mil profit, and we got just over 68 rune crafting, so that means we have one more little bit of an in-between episode to do until we have 70 rune crafting. Then we can use that giant pouch, and no, we can't use that giant pouch at 70, am I crazy? But we are switching it up at 70, don't worry, it'll change just a little bit. So this is our final load of nature runes, and then we can go sell them at the Grain Exchange. Like I was saying, it's going to be a little over 2 mil profit, which means we'll probably be around 56 mil. I don't know exactly what we were at a second ago, so I can't really put a good estimate on it. I thought I would be getting bored of rune crafting by now, but it's actually been going a lot quicker. I've been consistently getting about 2,000 an hour, whereas I used to get 1,600 an hour, so it's a pretty big difference now that I'm actually really focusing in and trying to figure out how I can make it go as fast as possible. There's really no like special secrets or anything. Just once you start getting used to the clicks, it kind of starts going quicker. We definitely have a lot of runes to go though. It's going to be a few more in between episodes of rune crafting, but that's what I said when we started this whole thing, was that it is going to be a long journey. It's definitely going to be worth it in the end. We're going to be making a lot of money from it. Alright, so we have almost a 3 mil stack to add to the cash here, which looks like it's going to get us to 56 mil, just a little bit over it. Let's see, 56, almost 56.3 mil, not too bad. Alright everybody, we're currently at the Barbarian Outpost. We're going to do some Barbarian Assault. If you don't know how to get here, if you remember the games necklace that we bought to grab the planks near here, you can just use that again to teleport. We're going to be doing some Barbarian Assault because it's time to upgrade our chest piece. We're going to get the fighter torso. I've decided that's the piece I want to get. Shouldn't take us too long. I'm currently going through the tutorial in this clip that you can see. It's fast forwarded because it's like a 4-minute tutorial. And if you haven't done Barbarian Assault, excuse me, you probably should go through this tutorial and pay some attention to it. It definitely can help you out. For those of you that don't know, you do need 375 points in each of the 4 roles in the minigame. That's what we're going to be doing here to get the fighter torso. That's how much it costs to get from the reward shop. It shouldn't take us too long. I'm thinking 4 to 5 hours is going to be a good rate as long as we find a good team, which I haven't done this in a while, so I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Alright, I figured I would go through the 4 different roles since we do have to get 375 points in each of them. The first one I'm talking about is attack. I didn't necessarily get the points in this order. I kind of did them at random. But the first one we're talking about is attack. I do like attack because we get to use some combat. It's pretty simple. As long as you have the right type of attack style on, you do damage to them. Otherwise, you get damage recalled back to you. I kind of like it because you're a pretty important part of it. You have to kill 2 of the monsters, but I'm not necessarily great at it because we're only level 82 right now. The next role we're going to talk about is the Defender. This is probably my least favorite role because I'm not too good at it. I don't have very much experience at it. That's why I'm not very good at it. But what you have to do is drop the foods, depending on what someone else called, to try to lure these runners into their traps and kill all of the runners. The next role we're going to talk about is the Collector role. When I was getting 99 agility in RS3, I did Barbarian Assault to get double agility XP for my Penance Horn, and I pretty much was always the Collector. It's kind of the easiest. All you have to do is pick up eggs, make sure you're calling right. You're the only person who doesn't have to kill a monster necessarily, so it's kind of a simple one. But you definitely have more of an important role during the Queen battle. The last role we're going to talk about is the healer. This is probably the most important role because they're the only people who can recover hit points, and that can get pretty big, especially late in rounds. So a lot of people do suggest once you get to waves like 8, 9, and 10, or if you're good, usually you just need them on wave 10. You probably want a second healer. If you get some level 5 healers though, and they're really good, you may only need one guy, but generally, since you can't have 2 of somebody, you're going to want 2 healers eventually. Alright everybody, as you can see here, we've gotten enough points in each roll to go get that fighter torso, a little bit over in each roll. Whenever you do the final wave, you get 80 points, so if I was sitting at like 360, that's why I would get over 400. But it doesn't matter, we have enough for the torso. I'm pretty excited, finally getting rid of that rune chain. I was just going to buy like a dragon chain or something, but that would have been a little more expensive, and this didn't take too long. It was between 4 and 5 hours, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and accept, and there we go. We have a fighter torso. Go ahead and put that on. Yeah, I do like the look of it, so I'm definitely glad we got it. Now that we have upgraded our armor and we do have 70 attack, we haven't bought a new weapon, I am going to buy a whip, and we're going to do some more combat. I'm also going to exchange the warrior's helm for a berserker helm. I think the berserker will do better, but we are going to test it out. I may not be able to notice because we also have the torso and the whip too, so I'm probably just going to eventually stick with the berserker helm, but I do like that it has a strength bonus, so that's the biggest reason I'm switching over. We're going to be fighting blue dragons, so I'm also getting some food. I'm just going to stick with swordfish, some super attack and strength potions, and some anti-fire potions, because combining those with an anti-fire shield is gonna give us 100% protection to that dragon fire, which is pretty helpful. I thought about also going to get the 43 prayer and just using protect from melee, but I think it'll be cheaper to use swordfish because 60 defense and the decent armor we have, we shouldn't get damaged that much. Alright everybody, now that I've got all of our supplies for the blue dragons, we're here in the West Falador Bank. I also have Falador teleports, so when I'm done with the trip, I'm just going to be teleporting back instead of running. It only saves about a minute per trip, maybe a little bit less even, but I guess if you're doing a few trips, that is going to save some time overall. I'm not really doing this for XP. I am going to be training defense, and eventually I want to get 70 defense from it, but I'm not going to be doing all the way to 70 by any means right now, probably not even to 65. I think I'm just going to kill a couple hundred of them because the prices on them are pretty good right now. I will be picking up both the bones and the hide, which I know some people only pick up the bones. We're just going to do 13 kills a load of both bones and hides, which usually is about 4.5 kill per trip. 4.5k per kill. Whew, that was a tough one to get out. So with 4.5k per kill, if I was able to do 10 a trip only, that would be 45k per trip. I could do 4 or 5 in an hour. I think I'm going to get near 200k an hour here. But after spewing out all those numbers, I haven't actually tested it yet, so maybe none of that's true. I will know that a little bit for sure in the future. As you can see, I brought full potions. I'm thinking about changing what I've done to only bringing a couple doses at a time so I can drop the vials, but I don't know how long each trip is going to take me, so I just brought the full one for now. Once I have the timing better, then I'm going to reduce on how much food and potions I have to bring. It'll make it easier for me to walk out of here with more dragon hides and dragon bones. If it turns out that I really like fighting these blue dragons, we might come here a few more times and get a bunch of kills, but this time is not going to be anything too overwhelming. We do have to make a pretty good profit from it, so I am going to spend some time here, don't worry. It's not going to be like when we went to pick up planks and I just showed you the method. Alright guys, so I'm checking in. I got about 120 kills right now. I just wanted to show you that I did change up what I was doing. I have 1 dose super strength and attack potions and then 2 dose anti-fires because that lasts almost exactly how long we need it to. It's kind of perfect. The guess that we had at first with 9 swordfish was a good guess. It was actually spot on. So that's what I'm sticking with too. And then of course the 1 Falador teleport. Oh, when we do this though, what happens is I get to drink the 1 dose of super attack and strength, which lasts just long enough for me to get exactly 1 load. Then I can drop those vials, which is 2 more inventory spaces. That itself allows for a whole nother kill. And then after I use both doses of the anti-fire, I generally have eaten all of the swordfish. It usually works out. Sometimes I need to go early, but I generally don't have any extras. We usually can get 12 to 13 kills per load this way, so that's pretty good. That's getting up to 50 to 60 kills an hour, which at over 4k a kill is at least 200k an hour. So we're doing pretty good right now, especially for a lower level. If we were to keep training here, it would only get going faster, so I do think we'll be coming back here in the future. Alright everybody, I'm at the Grand Exchange. We got just over 200 kills and I just got 63 defense with it. So we got 3 defense levels, wasn't too bad. The 200 kills took just under 4 hours I believe. So it was starting to get pretty quick once I got going with it. I am pretty happy with the profits that we're going to be making. I already checked the prices. I think we're going to make about a 1 mil profit. And I believe the whip has been going up. We are selling it back right away because even though I said I'm coming back here, I'm not coming back immediately. And even though I think the whip's going up, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to sell it back. So if we make a little bit of profit from it this time, I'm alright with that. Alright, now let's go add this to the cash stack and see where it puts us. It might get us to 57 mil. And it looks like it did. How much over 57? Just 100k over. Not too bad. Alright everybody, so to get to the 70 rune crafting goal, we're going to have to do just over 11.2k, but 11.2k is just over how much we have to do, so that's how many essence I am buying. We will be making just over 2 mil as usual. It is 1k less essence, but we have been making a little bit more than just over 2 mil, so I believe we'll still get over 2 mil this time. Like I said, we'll be getting into 70 rune crafting, which means this is the last time we'll be doing natures for a while because we are going to be changing it up. You will see next episode, but this is where I'm going to have to wrap everything up, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. We will see you next time.
I want to thank you guys for watching today's video and helping support the channel. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you would hit that like button and tell us what you liked about it in the comments section below. If you're looking for more videos like this one, then go ahead and join the cul-de-sac by clicking that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter at @TheEdBoys. All links are in the description.